G'day gang. I don't know, I think I might title this one What Scares Mechanics. What scares this mechanic is when he sees where another mechanic's supposed to have been in just 2 weeks ago. He had a character, this fella put a timing belt on apparently, without the water pump. It also started leaking coolant. And I've pulled it apart and we're having a look around and we see that to me that doesn't look like that's a fortnight old. In actual fact it doesn't look, when I pulled it apart all the bolts were dirty. It never had the front off it in a long time. And then we look into it further. It's had a new cam sensor. And maybe that's what the guy thought got done to it. He thought it was a cam belt, but it was a cam sensor the guy did. But he paid a lot of money, this fella, so I don't know. Then we look into where somebody had been before that character. Let's have a look here. And if I find you the spot, you can see it. There's a spot there. I don't know what they did. They probably tried to get it off with their teeth or something. But there's quite a number of scars around that. Now that's not going to help the cause of the belt. Not to mention, that's not supposed to be apart. Okay. The other thing I saw was that in its previous reassembly, you see this rust here. This is, and you can actually feel a lip there, feel an edge. That's because this is not being tight properly. And that is because the unknowing don't replace the... I can't find it. I think it's on the bench somewhere. Can't find they don't replace the bolt for the crankshaft. And it's very important on these bits of shitties, especially these V6 things, that you do that. But so this is getting now all new seals in here for all the gaskets, and the seal up the back there for the bypass pipe. It's going to get a new water pump. It's going to get an entire timing belt kit. I've got a new gear coming for it. Just look, who does that? This is just a slip-on fit. Like, who does that? And then puts it on and doesn't. Don't worry about that. Anyway. And the pump's on. And yes, look at the silicon. Look at it. It's going everywhere. Still waiting on parts. So I've got in my new bottom pulley with the trigger. Also have a new key. You're probably asking why am I going to do that? Well, you just never know with the old key. Like, well, and they start getting little wear marks in them. That means things have been flopping around. And when they're flopping around down where the action happens, that can create a big drama. And we want to avoid dramas. We're here to fix things, not to break things. So, new crank bolt, very important. I think I mentioned that before. The previous guy didn't care. Yeah. Got the new crank. See, here's the old. This is supposed to be a new sensor. Look at this. Have a look. Let's get out of here. That's supposedly, this is 2 weeks old, okay? Supposedly, when you look at the bracket there, I don't know about being 2 weeks old. What do you think? Let's have a look at a new one. That's what a new one looks like. Huh? That's what a new one looks like. Yeah. That supposedly was replaced. I'll have to use that. That was supposedly was replaced. The timing belt was apparently replaced. Supposedly replaced. He admitted he didn't change it. So this is all supposed to have been changed. $1,000 this guy paid. Anyway, I'll get it back together. And that's what it should look like when you've got some new stuff on it, not like that old crappy. Now luckily I've not needed to change the seals on the cams. I'm a big believer of, if they're not leaking, you just leave them alone. And same with the crank. If it's not leaking, just leave the bloody thing alone, because you're just going to get in there and you're going to cause more grief. So there we are. Here's another one. Done. So did that one collection. Oh look. More hands you got, they're doing a timing belt, the better you are. Don't forget to take your little clips out. Okay, we'll go and see if it makes noise. What did you gonna come in? Yep. So that's a good thing. We'd have all the rest of it put on now. Yeah. Well, we're all going round and everything's doing what it's supposed to do. That's a good thing. Just apparently it's got a warranted radiator in it from someplace, and it's got a bit of a leak at the bottom tank, so I'm just going to put water in it. They're just going to turn all that into wasted eventually when they pull it out of the radiator anyway, but no nuts and bolts left over. Yeah. Have yourselves a good one. We'll check you later. Hey listen, let me know if you'd like to see me do a bit of diagnostics, simple diagnostics, difficult diagnostics, the way I go about it, maybe some simple tips and tricks I can let you in on. If you're up for that, just give me a whistle and give me a thumbs up, let me know. Cheers, have a good one.